Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Future Stars live on Hidayat TV. I'm your host Asachar, and today we are continuing with our prophethood series, where today our prophet is Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam. We'll be talking and discussing his life and a little bit about his son as well, which will be our next topic next week. So before I continue, I'd like to introduce my guest.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Misbah.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Mohsin.
Thank you for that introduction. Okay, so now like we do on every single show, someone does a surah and someone reads the translation as well. Misbah, you'll be reading the surah today, and Mohsin, you'll be reading the translation. So can we start, Misbah, off with the loud salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Tabat yada abi lahabin wa tab, ma agna anhu maluhu wa ma kasab, sayasla naran zat lahab, wa imratuhu hammalatal hatab, fi jihida hablum min masad.
The power of Abu Lahab will perish, and he will perish. His bar forgave it, not exempting. He'll be flung to the flaming fire, and his wife, the wood carrier, will have upon her neck a haunt of palm fiber.
Salawat. Allahumma
salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
Thank you. Okay, before we start this topic, can we have salawat in honor of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him?
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
Second, in honor of our holy first Imam Ali alayhi salam.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
The third, with our loudest voices, in honor of the Imam of our time, Imam Sahib al-Asri was Zaman.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
Okay, Misbah and Mohsin. Okay, Mohsin, I think you're starting our first part of today's show.
Yeah.
So, could we start Mohsin off with the loud salawat?
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
Prophet Ishaq alayhi salam was the younger son of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. His mother was Sarah, who by the miracle of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was able to bear a child even in her old age. Prophet Ishaq alayhi salam married a lady by the name of Rafqa, and they were blessed with twin sons, Ishu and Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam. Salawat.
Allahumma
salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad
wa ajil farajahum. Okay, thank you, Moses. So now now we know this from our other show. This stems from them, doesn't it? Because it's like a whole family line, isn't it? So so by that we know that he's a grandson of Prophet Ibrahim, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a grandson, and he also has a twin brother as well. So Misbah's got the next thing. So could we start Misbah off with a loud salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.
Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam was much loved by his parents, and this made his twin brother jealous. To prevent trouble between the brothers, Prophet Ishaq alayhi salam advised Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam to migrate from their home in Palestine to a place in Iraq where the uncle of Prophet Yaqub used to live. Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam decided to move to Iraq, where he began working for his uncle. In return for his work, he was allowed to marry his uncle's daughter Rahil. After his work was over, Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam left with his family and returned back to Palestine. In Palestine, Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam sent presents to his brother Isu to show that he wanted to be a friend again. He used to accept the gifts and welcome his brother warmly. Soon the hatred between the two brothers was over. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farjum. Okay, thank you, Misbah. So now there's. So Misbah started off saying, so there was a little bit of these twin brothers didn't like each other. Well, his Prophet Yaqub's twin brother didn't like him that much, did he? No.
Yeah.
So his father, Prophet Ishaq, suggested him to go to a different place to work with his uncle. Yeah. And after he worked with his uncle, what happened?
He married his daughter. He
married his uncle's daughter. Yeah. And after that, he sent presents to his brother to because they now had time apart, and
he sent presents to his brother.
Yeah. Now they've had time apart, and now his brother had time to think. So he sent presents to him. Yeah. And that's like a piece of him, isn't it? Yeah. And so they've stopped this hatred, and all of this has ended up. So it didn't end up. We've talked about a few things on our shows about two brothers hating each other, and sometimes ending in death, doesn't it? Remember, Prophet Adam's two sons, they were brothers. Remember what happened to them? Do you remember?
One brother killed the other.
Yeah. Luckily this didn't happen this time, and this shows that you should be good to your brothers, doesn't it? Yeah. And you should treat them well as well. Okay, so thank you, Misbah. Mohsin's got the next thing, so could we start Mohsin off with a loud salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farjum.
Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam decided to make his home in the land of Syria. There he was blessed with many children from his earlier marriages. He had 10 sons. From his marriage to Rahil, he was blessed with 2 more sons, Benjamin and Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. Together the 12 sons became famously known as the grandchildren of Prophet Ishaq alayhi salam. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farjum. Okay, thank you, Mohsin. So now, so now he's gone to Syria, the area which we call now Syria, and now he's made this place his home now, and he's settled down, and he had many sons. And so how many sons did he have?
12.
Yeah, he had 12 sons.
No, he had 10.
Yeah, he had 10 at the beginning, but then eventually 12. Yeah, and that's what happened. And now these group of people, because they was the grandsons of Prophet Ishaq, which is Prophet Yaqub's father, they were called that now. Okay, so that's a lot of brothers in it to share with.
Yeah.
Who knows what happens sooner into the story? You two know. Okay, so now what we're doing is now we're going slightly into our next week's topic, which is the son of Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam, which is the next prophet, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Misbah's got the next thing, so could we start Misbah off with a loud salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farjum.
Rahil died early, and therefore Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam always regarded her sons Benjamin and especially Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam with great fondness. He loved them very dearly. When Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was around 12 years old, he dreamt that 11 stars and the sun and moon were prostrating to him. He told his dream to his father. Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam realized that the dream predicted the great future of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. He immediately advised his son not to tell his brothers about the dream. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farjum. Okay, so now Mr. Maswim, what happened is now his son Yusuf has had a dream now. Yeah? And now he's told his dad. He's told his father.
Of the 11 stars and the sun and the moon doing sajda to him.
Yes, that's right. That's what happened. And now he's told his father, and now his father realized what this dream has meant. And what did this dream mean?
He had a great future.
Yeah. And what was this great future? Let's think. What comes after? Not came after Prophet Muhammad, but like after Adam there was one, and prophets after. A son. And what will that son or grandson be? Mohsin?
A prophet.
Yes, a prophet. And this showed that he would be a prophet, didn't it? This thing, and that's what his father knew. So his father told him and said not to tell his brothers. Why did his father say not to tell his brothers?
Because his brothers might get jealous and then do something bad to him.
Yeah, but this still happens, doesn't it? They still get jealous, don't they? Yeah, but who knows the reason why they get jealous? You two. You both know. Okay, that's good. Mohsin's got the next thing, so could we start Mohsin off with a loud salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farjahum.
The brothers of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam were jealous, not only because they saw their father loved him more, but also Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was a very handsome boy, and as time went by, they became more and more angry. Soon, one of the brothers proposed to kill the Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. Another, however, suggested that they throw him into a well, in which case some travelers passing by would pick him up and take him to a faraway place. In this way, they would not be guilty of murder. Once the plot was formed, the brothers went to their father and asked them if Prophet Yusuf could go with them when they took their goats for grazing. At first, Prophet Yaqub refused. He loved his son so much that he didn't want anything to happen to him. However, in the end, Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam agreed to let Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam to go.
Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farjahum. Okay, thank you, Mohsin. So now what's happened is the rest of his sons have now got together. But before that, what was happened was led them up to this is because his father was giving him so much attention, wasn't he? He loved them all, didn't he? He did love them all, didn't he?
Yeah.
He loved them very
But
much.
they thought he loved, the father loved him more.
Yeah, they thought this. They didn't ask him, they didn't do that, but they thought with their own minds doing this. So now they think that he's getting all the attention, he's getting everything that they want, and that they want. So now these group of brothers have got together now, and they've said, and one has said to kill him. But
the other one said to chuck him down a well.
Yeah, the other one said, still being bad, isn't it? It still is bad.
Yeah.
But it's not extreme as killing him. So the other one has proposed to chuck him down a well. And now they're going to think of how to cover this up, aren't they? And so now they're taking him. So they've asked their father, can he take him? But his father loves him so much, doesn't he?
That Firstly, he refused.
Yeah, firstly he refused, but they kept nagging on, and and because these are older brothers, they're quite older, aren't they? And they must be able to take care of him. Yeah, can't they? Yeah. So this is why then he agreed to do this, and this son that we're talking about, Prophet Yusuf, we'll be talking in our next show as well. So we remember these facts because next week's show I'll be asking you these. Do you remember from last week? Yeah? Okay. Miss was the next thing, so could we start Miss off with a loud salawat? Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil fadlahum.
As they had planned, the brothers took Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam far away from home and threw him into a dry well. They took Prophet Yusuf's shirt and stained it with the blood of a goat. When they got back home, they went to their father and sadly explained to him while they were grazing the sheep, a wolf came and ate Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. They showed their father the blood-stained shirt as well. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil fadlahum. Okay, so now they've put him down a well. They've pushed him down this well now, and they've done this really bad thing just for the attention of their dad. His dad loved him as well. They gave him the attention just because his father knew that he would be the next prophet. He kept him safe. He kept him near him all the time. Yeah, so now these boys have kicked him down a well. Yeah, and what they've done, before they kicked him down as well, they took his shirt, yeah, and a goat's blood. They drained it with goat's blood, so it looks like he was drenched in blood. Something attacked him.
So it looks like that was his blood, but it wasn't.
Yeah, as well. It looks like that was his blood. So they took him to his father, which is our topic today. He took this this T-shirt to
Prophet Isaac.
Yeah, Prophet Yaqub. Yeah, he took this shirt to Prophet Yaqub, to these brothers. Now they've taken it, and now they've shown this and told the lie that when they were herding their goats and doing their jobs, yeah, a wolf attacked him, and the only thing they could get is this shirt, which was drenched in blood. So now, so how would it feel for Prophet Yaqub?
He would be really sad.
Yeah, and this is the son that he was protecting all this time.
It was a son that he knew was going to be a prophet.
Okay, thanks you two. Okay, before we continue, we'd like to take a short break. So we'll talk about this more after the break, but until then, good office.